introduce one of our students, Mr. Adimurthy, who has achieved 47th rank in CA Inter results, which are recently announced in February 2022 of the CA Inter attempt December 2021. We all should understand that CA is a very professional course, and even getting a pass mark in CA is a very great and beautiful achievement. Not everybody can get a rank, and when you get a rank, it is a bonus. I may not be able to interview many beautiful students and brilliant students who have qualified CA. But today we have Mr. Adimurthy, who has achieved All India 47th rank, to share his inspirational story so that we can actually get some kind of inspiration from him and motivate ourselves to pursue this course better. Hello, Mr. Adimurthy.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello. So please tell us about yourself.
Ma'am, I'm Adimurthy, ma'am. I'm from a small village called Utkur near Hindupur. To say it's nearer to Bangalore for all of you. I've completed my schooling and that is related to 10th in Bangalore. And after that, I joined Masterminds from the Inter first year. Completed my CA foundation in Masterminds itself. And recently in CA Inter, I got All India 47th rank. That's all I can say about myself.
So how did your parents and friends feel when they have found out that you have achieved All India 47th rank?
My parents and friends were really astonished at that moment when they heard that I got a rank, because the syllabus was not so easy. It was really tough. So they had confidence that I could clear and pass in my examinations, but they did not expect a rank. Even for myself also, I was not 100% sure that I would get a rank, but I tried hard for this exams. I knew I would pass well. So that's why it was astonishment, not just for my parents, but for also me, that I've cleared and got All India rank in my CA Inter examinations, ma'am.
So what role did your parents and teachers play in your success?
So definitely, ma'am, my parents, if they have not supported me, I will not be there in Masterminds. I would have not cleared my CA Inter exams, nor I would pass. So primary credit goes to my parents. And teachers, if they have not taught me well, even I could not clear my exams. So secondary credit and the equal important credit goes to my teachers who have taught me CA Inter and all the background courses, others that I've learned in Masterminds. So if I could give a percentage, I would give a 50-50 percentage for my parents as well as my teachers who have made me clear the CA Inter examinations and achieve an All India rank.
So who do you give this credit for your achievement?
That's what, ma'am. I'll give the entire credit to the revision schedule of this Masterminds, because I had fear about this exams as well as the course in meanwhile. So whenever I took up the revision schedule of this Masterminds and preparing it well, I was able to clear the exams. Not so easy, but it was like a practical toughness, not like you can't achieve. So I'll give my credit to the Masterminds revision schedule, ma'am, primarily.
So how did you know about this CA course and who encouraged you to take this course?
Actually, even till 10th, I did not have anything knowledge regarding the CA. Our relative is there practicing in Chennai. He has also faced many hardships in doing CA. So he was the primary motivation, or he urged me actually to do CA, that it's a very good course. And my father also heard about it in some places, friends and all the other business persons. So he encouraged me. There was no force for me in the family to do the CA. I myself chose it. When my father said about the CA course, I was a little astonished. I felt it is a good course, so I decided to choose it. And then I chose this CA course. There was no force for me actually.
So how much did this NVC and the CA integrated course in Masterminds help you achieve this kind of feat?
Yes, ma'am. So the CA integrated course, which is exclusively provided by Masterminds, is also a very good concept, ma'am, because those CA Inter, we can't do anything. We have to definitely practice in that 9 months. But for CA Foundation, we have a definite, a very good practical support from the institution, where we'll get a teaching from Inter first year and also the second year, and also during the CA Foundation phase. And the chapters are divided in such a way that where a student can learn a particular concept in inter first year, such concepts from the CA foundation are pricked and they are put over there. So student will not feel so tough. He can manage them in CA of the CA foundation subjects in inter first year and second year also. So this way integrated course will definitely help them. And coming to MEC, more than MPC and BPC, you will have a little scope because economics and commerce will have a proper touch. It will be like an upgradation in something rather than going to exactly something, a new concept. So doing MEC will be in an upper position compared to MPC and BPC, according to my opinion, to those who are doing CM.
Take SSP1, what benefits did you receive from it?
The primary thing is that in case of SSP, the coaching fees is a little bit low when compared to other institutions, where from this inter first year to final, we have like an integrated fee of some amount. So that is also allowed for the students to pay in installments. And moreover, I was from a CO batch, central office batch, CO2 batch. That encouraged me a lot, and they have taken such a care that people who are from this other states and who will not be able to speak Telugu, for all those, and the teachers who can exclusively speak in English rather than just explaining in Telugu, such type of teachers were allocated for us. So SSP batch really helped me in that in case of inter first year and second year. And coming to CA foundation and CA inter, they were common faculties, but we had a great support from the institution.
So generally, many merit students opt for MPC or BPC. What made you decide to take MEC and CA course?
Whenever I decided in my 10th that I need to join for chartered accountancy course, I had nothing, any other course in mind rather than MEC, ma'am, because it is like a different route when you take MPC. In case of MPC or BPC, at least when you take MPC, you'll have a touch in Max. So MPC or BPC is like those people who have initially decided to go towards science and later shifting towards chartered accountancy. But people who have initially a concept in mind to do a CA course, definitely I'll recommend not to go for BPC or MPC, go for MEC. You will have a proper touch for CA foundation. It will be more easier than those who are attempting with MPC or BPC.
So according to you, how was CA foundation exam? Was it tough or easy?
It was not so easy and it was not really tough, ma'am. It was on an average level, I could say. Only a max a little bit lengthy or a toughness will be there, and all subjects a student will be able to manage it better.
So according to you, which paper might be twisted in CA foundation exam, and if twisted, how are you going to face it?
The paper I feel like it could be twisted is generally max paper, because based on the track record, every time when we see the attempts, people would either fail in the max subject. Accounts and law, economics, it will be possible for them to manage well. But coming to max, they are giving like lengthy problems to kill our time management, or they are giving somewhat tough problems. So if that is a situation, what I'll do is definitely this has been said many times by Prakash sir also, that you have to just concentrate on what you know first. Like when we have 10 questions and 10 easy questions and one tough question, people will start going to one tough question and leaving all the 10 questions which could give you better marks. So whenever you are facing such a situation, you have to go for those questions which you can write well. So people have to write those 10 questions, or in the meanwhile, he has to think about that tough question. Simply blindly going towards that tough question, or what you say is when the exam is so difficult, that doesn't fetch marks for the students. So that would be my strategy. As I listened from Prakash sir. Prakash sir has actually made a video and an audio also on this, that you have to focus on those which, that's why even in case of CA foundation also, generally the first question would be one somewhat a twisty one. So Prakash sir has even advised us, generally if you have that fear, don't look the first question, start from the second question, and in the meanwhile look at the first question. So that would be a great suggestion for all the juniors that I can get.
So how did you manage time for both MBC and CA foundation? Is there a separate timetable you followed? Any kind of time management tips?
Related to any, I did not follow any of my own schedule, ma'am. I blindly followed the mastermind schedule. It was properly done to manage both MEC and CA foundation. There was not any tough task like you have both CA foundation, MEC exams on the same day. You will not be able to manage. Such type of situations will not be there. We get one troublesome situation where we have on Wednesday, suppose we have CA foundation, and Sunday we have MEC. Suppose both are very tough topics or both are new topics, we face a troublesome in such situation, but the schedule was properly planned to manage our time. There was no clash between CA Foundation and MEC, as per my knowledge when I studied in Masterminds.
How did you prepare yourself the day before your CA Foundation exam?
I'm actually a little bit different when compared to others. Generally, people suggest to go through only the main points on the yesterday, day before yesterday, etc. But I was not such kind of a student, ma'am. I generally had a fear that going through just side headings or the main concept would not make me remember all those. So on a fast grab, I would go through this entire chapter once more. Mainly in case of law, what I did in before CA Foundation is I went through each and every chapter again. Every question I went. Most of the theory questions, practical questions are based on our knowledge, so I don't refer them. I would directly write them in this exam. Just before, day before, I would not refer them. Account and all, if you know this concept, there is no problem. So coming to this law and theory subjects, I would read them once more just day before yesterday, but on a fast glance.
Is there any kind of subject you have given special attention? Did you listen to the classes more or did you practice more? What did you do?
Yes, ma'am. In coming to CA Foundation, one of such subject that will actually show like tough. Coming to the preparation, it will not be so tough, but when we check the exams, mathematics is a little tricky one for those students. So for that, rather than listening videos, I practiced a lot, ma'am. We had books, Masterminds material, we have assignment, practicals and additional assignment sums. So I practiced them. I went through all such sums. So that made me easy to do it easy in exams.
Comes to CA Foundation preparation, how many hours per day on an average did you prepare?
In case of CA Foundation, I did not spend much, ma'am. It was like about 10 hours or maximum 11 hours a day. But coming to CA Inter, I spent almost on an average 13 to 14 hours a day.
So did you have your own timetable or did you follow the Masterminds revision schedule that was given?
Yeah, ma'am. At least for CA Foundation, a student could try to prepare his own timetable. But coming to CA Inter, because of such huge lengthy syllabus, it's very, very difficult for us to prepare our own timetable. And rather, I never thought about preparing my own timetable. I blindly followed the schedule of Masterminds. It was properly done. That's what, when I gave the credit, entire credit to this Masterminds revision schedule, I could feel the sense of it because it has helped me a lot in the whatever a student has learned in the last phase. It would be a proper revision for those students. So there is no need for a student to prepare this right timetable, because more than that, a good timetable is being given by the institution.
Grand average in your CA Foundation exams, internals?
I got approximately 89 to 90% grand average GAV.
What about your final result?
In CA Foundation, I got 328 marks for 400 marks.
How did you prepare for your internal exams? So did you maintain additional notes or did you go through Masterminds fast track material?
Actually, there is no for us when we were doing CA Foundation, fast track materials weren't there, I feel, because the Masterminds materials what were given to us were short and sweet compared to ICA materials. So only thing for law, I prepared my own notes for only some of these concepts or some of the chapters. More than that, referring to this Masterminds material is only a good suggestion that I could give rather than going through our own notes.
You scored well in CA Foundation exam. Now, have you felt that preparing for MEC and CA Foundation difficult?
No, ma'am. Actually, we'll get some troublesome schedules at 2 or 3 times. That's what I said. When you have some new chapters in MEC as well as CA Foundation, or tough chapters, or a combination of tough and lengthy, or some new chapters. So you feel a troublesome in these a mixture of schedules, but it will not be like you will not be able to manage MEC and CA Foundation, and there is no need to skip the attempt for that reason. You will be able to manage both by following a schedule given. Without any clash between these two, we have a proper schedule or timetable for us now.
So did you ever want to skip the exam and write it in the next attempt?
No, ma'am. Related to CA Inter, I just got a doubt in middle that whether I could go with this or not, and confidence I got is from the revision schedule. That's why I gave the credit. Coming to CA Foundation, I never had an intention to skip it, ma'am, and there was no such situation. It was easy going for all of us, I felt.
So what advice would you offer to the students who would like to write CA Foundation exam in the next attempt?
Yes, ma'am. So first I'll speak about those who have done their second attempt, ma'am. Generally, it will be like people will start losing confidence and they'll start shifting to like whenever they have completed their December attempt, they'll start trying to go for CMA Inter and let them join, let them leave CA Foundation. See, in those 3 to 4 months, practically speaking, we'll be able to complete half of the schedule of the CMA Inter, that too not preparation, only the teaching of these classes. And I feel that CMA Inter people will start saying easy, easy. CMA Inter and CMA Foundation would be easy whenever we have perfectly prepared CA Inter and CA Foundation. It is not like when we just skip to CMA Inter or CMA Foundation, it will be very easy for us. Only when we have done a proper preparation in CA Foundation and Inter, that would be really easy. So shifting to CMA Inter is not a proper suggestion, I feel, when a person is not clearing the CA Foundation exam. So better let the 4 months go again, let him given another attempt is my suggestion. And for first attempt students, they'll be like in an aggressive nature, let them attempt in that aggression itself. I think they'll be able to definitely clear in their second attempt.
So, have you ever felt attempting MEC, CA Foundation, and CMA Foundation at once burdensome? So, what advice would you offer to your juniors who are doing the same to make it easy for them?
Yes, ma'am. First of all, the suggestion I would give to the students is generally don't try to make your own timetables is my suggestion, because generally most of the students will have an habit of preparing their own timetables, but it will start restricting them when you have a clash between CA Foundation and MEC. Relating to CMA Foundation, I don't want to talk, because whenever you are already a good preparation in CA Foundation, you don't have to worry much about the CMA Foundation. Just you need to focus on ethics of 2 hours and the management of some 40 to 45 videos. You'll be able to exactly clear. And even I got 325 for 400 in CMA Foundation, so nothing to worry about. So a clash comes between MEC and CA Foundation, so better not to try prepare your own schedule. Follow the schedule given by it will follow uniformity, as well as there will not be any like whenever your schedule goes wrong, you have to blame yourself. But everybody following the same, then there will not be any problem. So better go for the institution's schedule rather than preparing the own. So you'll not be having any clash between CA and MEC.
So, what advice would you offer to your juniors regarding the CA Foundation as the course itself spreads through the span of 2 years?
Yes, ma'am. My sincere suggestion is that some people will start taking it, neglecting, like, see, it is spread over 2 to 3 years, because CA Foundation 1 year we have. And let us not prepare what will happen if we just leave it in the inter first year and second year. The problem is that coming to CA Foundation, the syllabus is not so little. It is okay on an average level compared to CA Inter. It is also somewhat huge. So there, whenever the syllabus gets completed, all those easy chapters that were taught to you in inter first year and second year, again you have to spend some time. But if you would have concentratedly listened in first year and second year, a little effort is required for you to clear the CA Foundation exams. So my sincere advice is, don't leave your inter first year and second year CA Foundation schedules. Follow them, and coming to CA Foundation, some other new chapters would be taught to you. You can get through it very good.
So, some students might find it difficult to manage MEC and CA Foundation at once, and they might even think to attempt in the December rather than May. What advice would you offer to such students?
Yes, ma'am. My sincere advice is that it purely depends upon the student's caliber. When a person is like completely confident about he could clear it on May, this also actually depends upon revision exams, how well you are doing now. In case of revision exams, without any doubt, only with a small 10 or 20% doubt, you are able to clear your exams, then you can definitely attempt it May itself. But a person who is not at all having confidence, let him skip it and let him go for December. There's no problem. The thing is, the time gets killed, but instead of writing in May getting disappointed, let them take some time and write in December is my suggestion.
So, what advice do you offer your juniors regarding the CA Foundation exams as they are conducted on alternative days?
Regarding alternative days, there is no required, there is nothing required to worry, ma'am, because if that is a case where it is on alternative days, and if the institution feels that the students will not be able to write, then there will not be any such schedule planned actually. When the institution is having confidence that the students can do it, only they'll actually make such schedule. We'll definitely have hardships that we have to face something. See, because CA is not an easy course, right? So definitely they have to face a little hardship. So one such hardship is what I say is alternative exam days. If that is the case, we are having much time, then the institution can plan it like 3 days once also. But since there is no time and there is no alternative, only institution has planned it. So better go for it, I feel. Don't skip it.
So should answers for theory papers be attended as it is in the material?
Ma'am, this answer actually purely depends upon the evaluator. Ma'am. There will be some evaluators who would give marks for own answers. Like Sainath sir actually discussed a paper when we were studying CA Foundation, where a paper was completely in its own language. It was not even the content was very own. If that is a thing given in a revision schedule, revision exams, definitely a teacher would have asked him like, where are those keywords? So such paper he has got like 80 or 85 he has scored in law, ma'am, actually. So sometimes evaluator thinking about your situation, he'll definitely correct it. He'll understand the meaning, but some evaluators definitely look at keywords. So there is no exact requirement for exactly reproducing it, but at least the main keyword should not skip as stated by Prakash sir also many times.
So did Masterminds conduct 800 to 1000 hours of CA Foundation, that is during the summer vacation of first year and after completion of second year?
Exactly don't remember how many hours were conducted, but there were somewhat lengthy hours were there. And like inter first year, some hours like in summer vacation, inter second year also in the summer vacation, we got them up. But I feel that a student shall not worry about the number of hours that is taken by this institution. Like we can't compare other institutions, like an institution is completing it in 6 months, but Masterminds is taking it for 3 years, because this 3 years plan is just to make the students easy for attempting the CA Foundation exam. So suggestion is that don't worry about all these hours, I feel.
So did they conduct exclusive examinations for CA Foundation as well?
Yes, ma'am. We had exclusive exams like revision exams on every Wednesday as well as the Sunday, so that our schedule gets more rough. So exclusive exams were there at least 1.5 to 2 months before the main exams now. So that could definitely help the students for clearing this main exam.
So you have mathematics, accounts, and economics in MEC as well as CA Foundation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So did the same faculty teach you in MEC and CA Foundation, or did you have exclusive faculty for CA Foundation?
Ma'am, we had definitely exclusive faculty for CA Foundation, I could say that. Only sometimes, like in case of summer vacations, like a student completely cannot get attached to the new teachers, because there would be some difference between the MEC teachers and the CA Foundation teachers. So that's why for the students, what they'll say, like to get Rudy for such curriculum, definitely some MEC teachers for 5 to 10 hours or 20 hours, they could take one chapter. Like for BRS, which was there in both CA Foundation as well as Inter, Koteshwar Sharma sir has actually taught us in the summer vacation, and rest all we had exclusive faculties for CA Foundation.
So what do you suggest to students who could not qualify CA Foundation in their first attempt? Would you suggest them to take up BBM or BBA if they couldn't qualify CA Foundation in their first attempt?
No, ma'am, that is not my suggestion, because thinking about BBA and MBA for the sake of CA Foundation is completely, I felt, illogical, because if you decide to go through this BBA or MBA, you have to do your degree. So that takes a span of 3 years. After that, you have to do a 2 years MBA or BBA. So that is MBA again takes a 2 years. So instead of that, try hard and make another 1 or 2 attempts. In 1 year, you'll be able to clear directly a CA Foundation itself.
So after completion of syllabus in CA Inter, they must have conducted revision exams and also study hours, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So after completion of syllabus in CA Foundation as well, they must have conducted study hours and revision exams, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How serious should we take them and how useful they are for us?
Ma'am, actually, the revision exams would be ultimately a very useful concept for the students to clear their main exams, ma'am. Skipping revision exams is almost skipping a way to reach your goal towards CA Foundation, ma'am. So writing so many revision exams will almost make it so practical and not so easy, but they'll give at least some confidence. You'll because writing some 50 to 80 exams continuously of related to the CA Foundation, we'll be able to know the time management, we'll be able to know where to write, what to write, when to write, and when to stop also. So this will be like a good coaching, or good training for the students to get practice to this main exam. at least the students will be able to write 90%, because for 10% for your exclusive reasons, if you leave also, 90% of the revision exams shall be there, I suggest.
I heard that students score well due to these revision exams. What is your opinion on this?
Yes, ma'am, my opinion, I think that is the reason I give the credit to the revision schedule. Coming to revision schedule, although you don't have confidence on some subjects, that's why it is mingled with other subjects. Like when you come to group one or group two, mainly in case of CA Inter, the chapters are mingled in such a way that you will not be having all tough chapters at once and all easy chapters at once. It will not be there in such way. A tough chapter in costing, if it is there, then a tough chapter in tax will not be there. Like there will be a proper balance between these. So that would help us, ma'am. If it is completely tough on one side and completely easy schedule on other side, then definitely a student will leave the schedule. But we had such perfect schedule.
So generally, some people don't continue their education in the same institution. What motivated you to continue in Masterminds for CA Inter after completing your CA foundation?
Yes, ma'am. I'll just say this from the inter first year, ma'am. From the inter first year, we had this SSP CO batch. Like it is an integrated course from inter first year to this final. I think this concept has been exclusively provided by Masterminds, and no other institution is been providing at present about this concept of from inter first year to CA final. So after completion of this CA foundation, we never had an intention until you say like, okay, so we have to think about other institution. No, there was no such concept in our mind. We were already stick to this Mastermind.
So you have studied CA Inter in Masterminds for 10 months, right? Have you
Yes.
ever felt that coaching in other institutions would have been better?
No, ma'am. I felt the subjects are little tough. Subjects are little tough. Whenever they are teaching some concepts, though they teach well, will not be able to understand. Such situations we have actually faced, ma'am. There are some chapters or the how much ever the teacher tries to say, the student will not be able to grab some concepts at present, ma'am. So we'll be having such troublesome situations, but not like we have to shift to some other institutions. I had never such intention.
So some students go to metropolitan cities like Chennai, Bangalore, or Pune for further education after CA foundation. What made you stay with Masterminds for your CA Inter as well?
Yes, ma'am. See, when you go to other institutions or when you go to the metropolitan cities, though you may have this coaching well, more than that, at the present generation, students require a proper follow-up, ma'am. I too, and many of my friends will also have much distractions, ma'am. And that's why coming to this online, the result would be somewhat low, rather when the students are completely offline. So to avoid all these distractions and distractions, definitely there is a requirement of proper follow-up care, ma'am. So such follow-up care after the coaching that we get from this Masterminds is highly useful for us. In all other institutions, up to this coaching, they may be better. They may be very good as Masterminds, but after that, they don't do a follow-up like somebody will not call you, somebody will not tell you to attend these exams. They'll just post these questions and these are these answers and you try it. Such care is not given in Masterminds. It is completely different. Like you'll have an exam today, you have to answer, we'll correct and we'll give you this answer sheet of you have written. So that is somewhat a good care taken for us.
Some institutions actually provide coaching and be done with it. Was Masterminds like that, or did it provide its services until the public examinations?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. This is a matter that I have to actually discuss just before the day of this exam. Also, we get call from some in charges like, have you prepared for this exam? Are you doing well? Any of the subjects we have given you videos. Actually, there is no such requirement for them to call just before this exam, ma'am. But even then, they give such suggestions. I got many calls like whenever we are preparing. Sometimes during this online phase, you may get like let us prepare on our own. This schedule is lengthy, but never they have left us, ma'am. We got continuous calls from the in charges. Why are you not attending this Zoom call? Why are you not asking the questions? We have even got calls. I could literally say, why are you not asking questions with the faculties? Why are you not discussing with the faculties? Why are you not asking doubts? So this is a proper follow-up care till the examinations date that we get.
So you have said that Masterminds material is enough for the preparation of CA foundation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So did you refer any other material, or did you just go with CA Masterminds material in for your CA Inter?
In case of CA Inter, I never referred any of the other institution material nor this ICI materials, no? Because the ICI content is also given like for a particular question or the Masterminds has given an expectation is that what is the maximum marks that this question can be asked for, and based on that, the maximum lengthy answer it has given. But when we go for ICI, will be completely detailed, ma'am. I'll not say that ICI is bad or we are only the best. ICI will be like more detailed one, a short and sweet, I could say, like a précis writing. We for some questions we have a proper précis writing, and for some questions where the answers are very short in ICI, we have an elaborated answer like self-explanatory answers. So that could be very good with this. But in case of CA Foundation, actually Prakash sir made us to do a project like an assignment. There are some little changes in the ICA material, but we have already given the materials. So he made like 30 to 40 students who have got above 90% grand average. He made a group and he asked, he allocated like a chapter for 30% to one student, 30% to another student. And we started referring all those books. And from that, whenever we got any of the differences, we could write in a paper and give it to him and he could publish it. So that was a care. For that purpose, we referred the ICA material.
Okay. So, please tell us frankly, when you have heard the experiences of your friends who have joined in other coaching institutions, did you think that joining other institutions would have been better?
No, ma'am, because most of my friends that I have are from Mastermind itself. There are some people from other institutions also, but still have not yet cleared CA Foundation. Some of my friends have cleared CA Inter also. So that's what even they tell that they are not concentrating on the follow-up. They just teach us subjects well. There is no proper follow-up after the coaching. So, but we have that excellent proper follow-up in Masterminds.
So, do you think CA course is difficult than IIT or NEET courses?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I don't know much about about other courses, but we have seen Mohan sir, who is an experienced person, telling so many times that when you look at the syllabus or when you look at the toughness of the examinations of IIT or NEET, the CA is somewhat easy than those. See, we definitely have to face hardships in any kind of examinations or courses. We have to face a little extra when compared to MBA, but a little low when compared to IIT or NEET.
Yeah, actually, in IIT or NEET, you have to get a rank to get an admission in a beautiful college because studying in any college is not enough. You have to
Yes, yes,
study
ma'am.
in the best college to get the exposure that is necessary to get
Yes,
the competitive edge in those courses. But
yes,
for CA course, even getting qualified is enough to create that kind of competitive edge for one's career profile, right?
yes, definitely, ma'am. This I could say for everyone.
Yeah. So if the student clears CMA foundation before CA foundation, would you suggest them to continue with CMA Inter rather than attempting CA foundation exam again to qualify it?
No, no, ma'am. That is not at all a suggestion that I could give my juniors, ma'am. So definitely you have cleared CMA foundation. It will be just like 1 to 1.5 months gap where you can write again the CA foundation exam. So there is not at all any need to skip it or skip the CA foundation and go to CMA Inter. That is not at all a suggestion. Even though you go to CMA Inter, the time when you're writing the CA foundation exams, like in the December, you'll just be, suppose you have left the CA foundation, you have joined the CMA Inter coaching, you'll just be in the starting phase of the CMA Inter with a little knowledge of CMA. Rather than that, yeah, if we start treating like CMA foundation as a preparation, like one revision exam, so that will also be a beneficial for us to attempt CA foundation well. So never skip CA foundation just because of that reason.
So your friends might have joined in IIT or NEET coaching. What is their hostel fees per annum? And if day scholar, what is their yearly fees? If you have any idea.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, my friend, just for MBA, in case of MBA, what happens is you'll have all the colleges. Doing in small colleges, you'll not get a proper scope in jobs, ma'am. And doing in big colleges, you'll get a proper scope, but it will be very costly. Like my relatives are even spending 11 lakhs per month. A girl, relative is spending, and my own cousin is also spending almost 7 lakhs per annum for MBA. And coming to IIT, also, one more friend is also doing NEET, ma'am. NEET, and they are also spending almost 7 to 10 lakhs per annum, excluding hostel fees. Ma'am, hostel again takes 1 or 1.5 lakhs. It's really burdensome for them. So compared to them, CA is little bit easy, and it's like economical, not cheap. We could not say that. It is purely economical when compared to other courses.
As Masterminds is providing online coaching for CA final so that you can attend these classes from the comfort of your place of articleship, would you be continuing your CA final in Masterminds, or are you thinking about any other alternatives?
Not thinking about any other alternatives, ma'am. Whenever we decided to go for CA final coaching, also we had masterminds in mind. Actually, we already decided to take the videos also, but Prakash sir was in a plan, like a new concept about live classes. We're all thinking. He said that we'll come up with that in some 20 to 30 days, some changes in the revision videos, everything. So we are just waiting for that. We have actually decided already to take the videos of masterminds.
So, your friends might have joined in BBA or BBM. What is their yearly fees if you have any idea?
That's what, ma'am. My relative has joined for MBA in Allen University, ma'am. He's almost paying 11 lakhs per annum. So that could be best example.
So thank you, Mr. Adimurthy, for sharing your valuable suggestions with our students and also spending your valuable time here with us today to share your success story. And we all hope to gain some kind of inspiration from your great achievement. And we all wish you all the best for your future endeavors, and may your life be very colorful. Thank you very much, Mr. Adimurthy. And
Thanks,
once again,
Ma'am.
congratulations on your grand success.
Thanks, ma'am. It's my pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Adimurthy.